And we're live. Hello and welcome to the 173rd episode of HEX Therapy Live. I'm your host, Maddie ALLin, continuing the streak of 173 weeks straight bringing you HEX Therapy Live. So hit the like and subscribe button. You're in the right place. Thanks for being here. Got a great show for you tonight. Let's do it.
It's from Maddie ALLin of HEX Therapy Live. I like Maddie. Maddie tries to make the world a healthier place. He's a mental health professional. He's done research.
Videos on sudden wealth syndrome.
There's nothing that a human being could do better than try and heal his fellow man.
Maddie ALLin's got that covered. Does emotional, feel-good, mind management, emotion stuff like as his gig because he's a therapist. That's what he does for a living. Like he helps heal people.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the show. I almost forgot I almost forgot to go live. I was working on some stuff. I've had some family things to attend to, and yet here we are, same time as usual. And to start off here, I've got a meme for you guys. I know you love memes, so here's the meme for today. It says, "Welcome back to work. Diamond hands." And it's got a picture of McDonald's workers or Wendy's workers or whatever they may be. But how do you like that? And I see in the chat, welcome to chat, everybody. I see Future Us is front running the joke here. So thanks for that. If you're getting started with Hex, you can go to hexscout.com. If you want my daily alpha for free, you can go to t.me/smartvaultme. And of course, I'm often posting on Twitter, x.com/MaddieAllin. What's up, Tea Time? What's up, Lazy Hexagon? Maddie might have what it takes to be the McDonald's manager. We will see. Hey, Brissology was the one wearing the real McDonald's hat on Tuesday now, wasn't he? What's up, David Gonzalez? Lazy Hexagon? Sir, this is a Wendy's. That's what I'm saying. Christopher, how's it going? All right, so this is what you get when you have a weekly show and you do 173 episodes. Is there anything new to talk about? It's unclear. But here we are. I think I did a pretty good job of leading group therapy on Tuesday, because we had Johnny Chaos, we had Future Us, and we had our regular cast of Game Theory Gang, affectionately renamed McDonald's Theory Gang. Now, why were we renamed that? Probably because the price of cryptocurrency can go up more than you can imagine. It can also go down more than you can imagine. And so there you go. I know a lot of people in crypto are doing well right now, and a lot of people are feeling wrecked. It depends whether you had bought HEX and whether you were holding that, whether you were a long-term staker or more short-term minded. But either way, there are extra T shares out there for people, and that's pretty exciting. Yeah, thanks for saying I've got a nice hoodie. This is OG. So this is the reason it doesn't look like a regular hexagon is because that's back when the community still thought that Richard might sue you if you made a shirt with the logo on it and sold it to other people. That's how old this is. This is from Crypty Girl. We all, we wanted to support the people who are making content. And I wish I could talk about what I'm working on right now, because it's definitely a way to support all of the content creators. Really got to hold back a few more days before I can announce the next big thing. And I think this is going to be bigger than what we've got going on right now on PulseChain. I know that's a big claim to make, but I think that the creator economy, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and I think they have been ravaged by middlemen. everybody who creates content, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or anywhere, any website, anywhere around the world, people are paying these giant fees even to just accept money from people. And so blockchain solves this, Pulse Chain solves this, and it might just happen that the Pulse Chain conference will also help to solve this by bootstrapping a new technology into the world. So that's the best I can do without giving it all away. But if you're following me on Twitter, you're going to find out soon enough. Is now a late time to take some profits? I call it like I see it, and really I have no idea what's going to happen. I think short term there's going to be volatility, and long term, Richard said he thinks the ETF's going to get approved, or said something nice about ETH today. So, take it from somebody who's way more experienced than I am. I'm a third cycle pleb. I've only been in crypto for 3 cycles. Got in before the full run up in 2017, although I was poor. So how much could I really buy of Bitcoin when it went from 2,500 to 20,000? Then I watched it fall all the way down to 3,800. I cried. I bought more. I believed because of the YouTubers feeding me their hopium. Good thing it turned out, because I bought more at 3,800. I bought at 4,000. Richard Hart was one of the people that convinced me that Bitcoin wasn't dead when I just found him on YouTube. And that's around the time that HEX launched, right? So I put a little bit into HEX, and then we got to ride everything up to the 2021 highs. That was cycle 2 for me. And then we got to ride it all the way back down, right, to the lows in late 2022, 2023. And here we go into the third cycle with Bitcoin reaching a new all-time high here in 2024. So as you can see, there's a 4-year cycle playing out, and I wouldn't be surprised if crypto doesn't do more new all-time highs before we complete this bull run. Now, is it a left translated cycle? Might be. That'd be pretty epic. What were the top signals before? The CME futures launch was the top in 2017 on the day. The Coinbase IPO was the top on the day in 2021. You guys, I don't care if I've told you this before. I'm going to keep telling you, because literally there's so much noise. I could be reporting 18 hours a day, and bless your soul if you do that. But for me, I want to subtract the noise, and I want to just hear the signal. Crypto, being somebody who likes crypto, being a crypto enthusiast, I don't know that it needs to be a full-time job. If you're just watching this show once a week, more power to you, right? If you're doing your own research, that's great. But what does the research show on my end? It shows that we had a top in 2017. CME futures contracts were launched. It was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever for Bitcoin. Well, it turns out the market front ran the greatest thing ever, and it was all down from there, right? You went down 9x from there. Not 9x, whatever. You went down 75%, 4x. Anyway, boom. That was the top, right? Now you could ask yourself, and Coinbase launching their IPO for $100 billion valuation, yeah, that was the top then in 2021. Is the Ethereum ETF, is that going to be the top? I don't know. They say it's going to be launched in May. That's right after the halving. Normally, in this 4-year cycle, you get a top in Bitcoin 6 months to 12 months after the halving. So that's what a left translated cycle means, is that it's relative to the halving. Like left of the halving is like now. The halving is supposed to be in I guess mid next month. So that's coming up. That's like 2-3 weeks away. So nobody knows what's going to happen. That's why we see Ethereum swinging up and down 10% each day, going down 10%, then up 10%. Nobody knows how this is going to turn out except for Steph and Richard Hart. Those are the only two people who know how this is going to play out. So if you're not following them, then I can't help you. You know, I still like Richard Hart assets. I like the ones that are doing well. I even like the ones that aren't doing well. But for me, I've got Pulse, got PulseX. I do have a little bit of ink, doing a little ink farming. And I like Hex. I like PHEX. Now on the EHEX side, I'm time locked, so we're going to let that play out. Maybe someday Ethereum lowers their fees. Hey, maybe a bunch of people buy EHEX and it does them really well. And then, a year from now, then I get to catch up in the fun because I have yearly stakes. There you go. But for me, yeah, I'm reading the tea leaves just like you are of crypto Twitter. I'm seeing Richard hinting that ink has the liquidity that is going to get the job done. And so that's probably going to continue to be the thing that goes up the most and goes down the most. So there you go. Giving away all the alpha before I even get to act on it. How nuts is that? But hey, some people were buying ink at 50 cents. What was I doing? I was hosting HEX Therapy Live, and I was so focused on bringing you content that I made a price lock in Time Pays Me to release $100 if ink ever went below 50 cents, and I forgot about it. So I'm going to get $100 USDC out. And that's not going to be as much as it would have been worth if I had paid attention, So you live and you learn. Let me see. Where do we leave off on the comments here? Love it. Remember, the fries stay down for 3 minutes. Oh, I understand. I worked in the kitchen at Red Lobster. I'm well aware of how to deep fry some fries, okay? HEX is now an artificial intelligence coin. All right. That's a great narrative. We should keep saying that. Because the OA could be AI for all we know. McSlammin, are you messing with me, or did you really think that this past Tuesday's Game Theory Gang was one of the all-time best episodes, and we've done 103 of those episodes? I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Thank you, sir. If you haven't watched that episode, what are you doing? Stop watching me now. Obviously, go back and watch it. Jules. This doesn't feel like a bear market. Hasn't for a while. If you're feeling like crummy, get off X. Treat crypto like a time capsule. Sometimes you get cool shit. Sometimes it's nothing. Great perspective. I like your hat. Hey, thanks. I like it too. Thanks to Brian Magruder for sending it to me. It's got Pulse Chain and HEX all over the place. PulseX. What's up, Reggie? What's up, Mind of Tron? Hex Girl, any update on the X badges? Hey, great question. So I touched on this on the very end of this super long 3-hour Game Theory Gang episode that we had on Tuesday. Basically, there's something on Twitter called, in the Twitter code, called tweep cred. And this is your social credit score that Elon Musk doesn't believe in. And he's said, now that he bought the company, he said that he wants to eliminate that. But Future Us says that the Twitter code is notorious for being spaghetti code, millions of lines of garbage. So it might take a while for them to get it out. The reason that this affects the X badges that we have is because we got the X badges taken away from us, which was really sucked, because that meant that the people who had their blue check marks even lost their blue check marks. And even if they were paying Twitter, then people like Nerd Girl and like 15 other people couldn't make long posts. They couldn't use the Grok AI. They were basically like being shown less because they didn't have a blue check mark next to their name. They were able to be more susceptible to imposters and all kinds of things, right? So getting the badges back, that was a big deal that I worked on for 5 or 6 weeks. And what my investigation revealed is that it was probably low reputation accounts that caused the failure. And so unfortunately, what that means is that we need to keep the badge program limited for now until Twitter gets better. And that breaks my heart, because my original plan was to include literally as many people as possible. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but what you can do is you can watch that last 5 minutes of Game Theory Gang, and you can see the post I was referring to was something that Gary Funding Jim reposted today. And it's basically a way for you to understand how to make your Twitter account have a higher credibility. And that will be important going forward, because I give you my word, I want to still expand the badge program more and more as we go into the future. For now, we're going to have to hold off on adding more people, but there will come a day. And the sooner the better. So I'm going to keep fighting for you. And if you can keep fighting for us, that'd be awesome. Everybody has been super supportive of the badge program. And the number one goal of it now is not getting it taken away for the people who already have it. And then the next goal after that is to expand it. I don't like, not being able to give a badge to everybody. It really bothers me. So what did King Richard say about ETH? He said, it's got potential. It could do really well. It's the next thing that could be approved for an ETF. Also, McDonald's isn't too bad. Free when the manager isn't looking. Yeah, I had one person out of thousands of people who actually told me that it wasn't funny and that McDonald's is bad for you. So I don't know if that's true or not, but there was one unhappy customer who wasn't loving it. We better get on Twitter before this episode really goes off tilt. Let me see. I guess you guys already saw the thumbnail, but here's an even better version of my McDonald's cosplay, because, we're all wrecked according to the haters. And as you can see, AI gave me 7 or 20 fingers. I mean, it's more than the chicken nuggets, really. And but y'all liked it. Basically, there's 100 likes for each finger there on one hand. And of course, I mean, this is pretty witty to be able to say, would you like fries with your 50-week shakeout? We'll see. We'll see if the shakeout ends after 50 weeks. But wouldn't you know it, the Pulse Chain Conference is coming up real soon, right after the shakeout period is over. So perfect timing, as always, for the 1-year anniversary of Pulse Chain. I will be hosting the online Pulse Conference, pulseconference.com. May 10th through 13th on this channel. And stay tuned for the Pulse Chain Conference Twitter, Pulse Chain Conf, because we will be looking for speakers here very soon. And there might be some like really, really, really great perks for being a sponsor this time around. This is the third Pulse Chain Conference that's happening, because I did one on the 1-year anniversary of the Pulse Chain Sacrifice, which was July 14th to 16th, 2022. Then I did another one kind of last year when we had a 46-hour live stream and a in-person meetup in Austin, Texas. And that was at the same time that the Highest of Stakes documentary was launched, which is funny because we had a HEX meetup at the same time that Pulse Chain was launched, and also did a 48-hour live stream from Miami where we had a HEX meetup at the Bitcoin conference. So it's almost like those two things were flipped. But hey, if there's something big happening in the community, you better know that there's a conference happening at the same time. It's pretty great. I mean, even like the HEX conference where we set the world record for the most hexagons in one place, 600 people coming to Vegas in 369 of 22. That's when Hedron launched. It's like people who build stuff and you know, they look at the conference schedule to like be their deadline, I guess. So there you go. Pulse is looking bullish now, chart-wise. Hey, glad to hear it. I'm overexposed, happily. What's up, Grandpa Pulse? Good to see you there. Super Hex win. Maddie, thanks for continuing to stream. Appreciate all you do for the community. Hey, I appreciate you too, Super Hex win. And I'm kind of sad I didn't see you when I was out in Vegas recently. You guys know part of the reason I went to the first event for the Pulse Chain Tour, and then I didn't go to all the events after that, like the next couple days, was only because people were confusing the Pulse Chain Tour with the Pulse Chain Conference that I do. And they were like giving me props for putting together the events. And that felt really bad because I wanted the credit to go to a Wild SJ and to RG3, Dollar Cost Crypto, Cultivate Crypto, Charlie, like all these people who actually did the work, ALLin, everybody. So that was part of it. And then also I didn't want to get COVID for the third time in a row. So I kind of kept it more low key, but I did miss out on getting to hang out with everybody who wasn't there for the first night. And I got family out there and stuff. So trust me, I wish it weren't so, but all the RH stuff has become an embarrassment. Well, it turns out that here we are. We're still here. I'm still here. You know, sometimes things are embarrassing until they're not. Bitcoin was an embarrassment when I bought it 20K and then rode it all the way down to 3,800. Welcome to your first crypto cycle, or like your second or third or fifth or sixth, right? Like that's how it goes. So it was awesome. Hex is the best performing AI in crypto. I wouldn't go that far, my friends, but I like your enthusiasm. I mean, it is the OA and sacrifice address is the largest holder of DAI in the world. And if it's controlled by AI, then that's a big deal. So make this the new narrative. Correct. What's Steph's X account, staker app? Man, you just want me to give you all the alpha, huh? 0x Steph. Maddie, my man. What's up, Funk Master Hex? Stacking PLS Inc. and PLSX. There you go. What's up, Hexagon Lost in Asia? What's up, Day 43 OG? Good to see you there. Thanks for answering questions. Jay everything, Yellowtail. Hola, Maddie. What's up, Toby1 Hexobi? Good to see you there. I heard you goofing around with the whole crew on What the Hex earlier today. I love that show. It's such a great combination. Like, I love it before you get on there. Just kidding. I love the whole episode, but it's only an hour. You know you're going to get an hour of content. You know you're going to get some laughs with Papa B, DJ Cryptomatic, and then you know Toby's going to come in and bring more laughs. And TA. I said a lot of nice things about Toby on Tuesday's episode, so I'm trying to balance it out a little bit. I mean, he is one of the producers of The Highest of Stakes, which is my favorite movie of all time. So my shake isn't thick enough. What? You want more of a shakeout? All right, fine. What's up? Believe in yourself? All right. I'm loving it. When is the shakeout period over? Like around the halving? Around now? Like next month sometime? What's up, Bristology? What, are they letting anybody in here now? Good to see you, my friend. Monkey Business. Dear Maddie, when I was a freshman in high school, when I bought Hex, now I'm a senior and graduating. Will Hex pump soon? Wow, congratulations for being such a young Hexican. I hope you staked long term like I did because, yeah, I think Hex will continue to do well over the years. I think that P-Hex and E-Hex are both rocking it now. For me, I like earning trustless yield, and with like liquid stuff, I don't know. I think that the market is more excited about the cycle 1 stuff, but that's when you know that the trend might reverse. So, but here's the way I'm looking at it, okay? Hex is a long-term thing, and so I'm just chilling with long-term people. If I was thinking more short-term, I'd be looking at Richard's post where he said, look at the liquidity. What is the liquidity telling you? What is Hart's Law telling you about how all this stuff is going to pump? Because if you're looking relatively speaking, and you look at the liquidity, you already know what's going to pump better. The problem is the reverse happens to where it can dump more, right? So Inc. right now, I'm judging by Richard's tweet. You can decide for yourself because you know what Hart's Law is, and you know you can go online and look at the liquidity. But from the way I'm looking at it, Inc. could do better than Hex because it has lower liquidity. Actually, we need to check that. You can check that yourself. But basically, the thing with lower liquidity can pump and dump more. So if I was thinking short term, I would probably want to not just have liquid P-Hex. I would want to have that spread out as well into some Inc. and into some PLSX. I would want to have all three. And with the Hex, I would want it to be time locked or whatever because the short-term play there is probably not as good. But thanks, Maddie, for all you do. Woot woot. Investing in high school is impressive. Right on. There you go. Monkey business. Take a gap year. When are we going to meet up in San Jose? I'm not sure. You can do a meetup anytime you want. You can go post in t.me/hex meetup. As long as you're not going to scam anybody. Currently in Guatemala, but in Phoenix after the 1st of April. Anyone around? Hope that's not an April Fool's joke. But I believe you, Grandpa Pulse. Again, I would refer you to t.me/hex meetup. When Lambo? I need more information. Where is the McDonald's cap? I'm going to have to be honest with you guys. The picture of me wearing a McDonald's costume is AI generated. I haven't even gotten a job there yet. These are goals. This is my dream. Okay. My dream is to buy the dip. Here. How do you like this one? Buy the dip. Not financial advice, literally. I need a real life pulse chain friend in San Jose. There you go. Yeah, figure it out. They have Bitcoin meetups everywhere every month. I think people will be shocked with how well we do in the future. I hope so. I think so too. Hex is going to $100, you've been told. Bob Farter. Well, I need a time frame on that, please. Keep farting, Bob. Love you, Maddie. Hey, right back at you, Toby. I've been waiting a long time. Is that not enough? Wait. I did a stake for someone I know in my personal life, extended family, and they just started college a year ago. And yeah, that's staked into as well. But with the airdrops and everything, they're still kind of in the game. But yeah, it's yeah, if you got in like 2 or 3 years ago, you're not doing as well as before then. But hey, I mean, it's the same thing as with Bitcoin. When I got in my first cycle, I didn't do as, I bought the top. The shaking hasn't begun, just the pre-trials so far. Time's relative. 4-year wait is very short compared to 20-year wait. Truth. What's up, Hexakin? Hey, Matt Johnson, thank you for the $27.99 Canadian super chat. Atropa, Dev, 414, one of the newest EHEX top holders, providing me freedom to grab a super chat. Respect. Thanks for that. Is it best to throw Pulse or PulseX in the PLSX farm? Well, I did this the other day, and it's not going very well. I wish it was, but I put X number of ink in and X number of PulseX, equal sizes, and now ink has gone up more, but I have less of it. And the amount of ink that I've earned is like 10% of what I lost to impermanent loss. Now, if everything keeps shaking around, if like the price comes back between those two assets, then that would make up for it. But the liquidity is telling me that is probably not going to happen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some like extra dimension I'm not thinking of, which is why I haven't pulled the farm yet, is because my intuition tells me, yeah, maybe it will come back around. But look, this is a very small percentage of my bag that I'm running this experiment with, but it's enough for me to like feel it. So yield farming, I don't know. It's got its ups and downs. I think he said sell all PLS for ETH. I don't think that's what Richard said. But good to see you there, Beach Well. Okay. No, this is a shakeout. It's not my milkshake. New things take time to mature. Patience, hexagons. Look how long it took. Bitcoin. Respect. Respect. What time? Hex girl, what time is it there in Europe? Isn't it pretty late there? Tarnwig, good to see you there. The only Juanito. Hi, Maddie. You're very much appreciated for all you do for the community. Hey, my pleasure. Who dat? Flipping burgers to buy a new DeLorean. Yeah, I wish somebody would have bought it, although I'm glad I still have it. Hit the like button. There you go. Good to see you, Maddie Allen. Hey, Crypto Truth. Inc. Crazy low supply and market cap. Yeah, I mean, you don't have any ink because you sacrificed unless you provided liquidity. Stay positive. Keep the movement. AI got you looking swole. Yeah, I used to look great before that car accident I was in. AI knows. You've not talked about Omega. This is important stuff. Hey, everybody, check it out. One of the easiest, best things you can do for your brain and your behavior is to take Omega 369. I did it, and I got my life in order better than I ever could have imagined. I found it easier to do daily activities, to do chores I didn't like doing. My entire brain snapped into place when I started taking fish oil, Omega 369. It only costs about $5 or $10 a month. You can get it at your local grocery store or over the counter. Lots of places you can order it online. Any brand will do. The reason why it helps your brain so much is because it helps to build your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that does all the decision making and the inhibition and the higher order thinking. So as a therapist, I recommended this to people a lot, and I got to see their lives improve significantly. In fact, 3 gentlemen I saw go from being homeless to getting straight A's in community college. 2 of them, and then the other one didn't go back to college, but got a well-paying job. All of them got unhomeless. They got homed. And yeah, so I can't recommend it enough. Omega 369. Check it out. Give it a try. Improve your prefrontal cortex. Haven't gotten a job there yet. Crypto Khalil. That's right. Hey, Maddie, is there a natural happening? Okay, first of all, it's having. It's not happening. It's having, Bristology. You should know this, being in Bitcoin longer than me. With ink, when more people farm, everyone gets less. I think ink could really get valuable if we got more people farming, etc. Look, whenever ink has existed twice as long, the supply has doubled. So that sounds a little bit like a disinflationary happening to me, but it depends on your perspective. I think, yeah, I think Richard is hinting that ink could do well. But then again, everything can do well, and it looks like it will be. So, not financial advice. AI generated. WBTC to parity. Yeah, haven't seen that in a while. The best farming is Hex PLS. Interesting. Ink has no SAC overhead. None. How long did it take Tron? I don't know. You tell me. If I keep going out of focus here, I'm going to give up. I'm in Florida, not Europe. Right on. That McDonald's picture is so funny. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. I got a good laugh out of it too. And of course, Westcott Crypto and ATX, they did it first. And I think Hexo did it as well. So I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. 404 watching. Good to see you. Will Stevenson, good to see you there. Another person who organizes Hex meetups. And you're welcome to share your Telegram group here so that people can organize themselves using your room as well. What's up, Mustafa? Good to see you there. Ox. Costco Kirkland brand is the best omega-3. Hey, there you go. I do the Sam's Club version myself. But yeah, all good stuff. You're saying that it has the right DHA to EPA ratio. There you go. I just tell people get started with whatever. Then you can, once you upgrade your brain from an iPhone 10 to an iPhone 30, then you can worry about the specific type later. I recently went to the mall where they had the original Back to the Future runway at the parking lot. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan. But I'm an even bigger fan of paying your future self, which you can do with Hex, Time Lock. You can also do it with Time Pays Me. Timepays.me is where you can time lock your Pulse, your PulseX, Ink, really anything, any token. You can time lock it, save yourself from yourself. Time Pays Me could be getting some updates too. Of course, it's already beautiful and good enough. Being able to undo a hack, pay your future self, and pay yourself for healthy behaviors. What could we possibly add to that? Well, wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised if there were some really cool features that that happened one way or another before the Pulse Chain conference. Arrow Point, gonna try the 369. That is great to hear. I noticed a difference, a noticeable difference. Like taking vitamins is like, oh, patting myself on the back. Great, whatever. That doesn't change my life. Omega 369 changed my life. And it was very noticeable. And it took about 3 to 4 weeks to kick in. After taking it daily, 1,000 milligrams per week for the first week, 1,000 milligrams per day for the first week with food, and then 2,000 milligrams a week after that. 2,000 milligrams per day after that. And give it a try. A lot of other people in this chat will be able to testify that it worked for them too. Farming is a long-term play. When Pulse goes up in relation to Ink, you will balance out and you've been earning yield the whole time. We'll see about that. But Toby Wan would know way better because he's an Ink god, Poseidon, whale, whatever you want to call it. T.me/hex_meetups is Will's group. I must be catching up in the chat here. No Hexpedition. We're going to troll Bracology. It would have been something else if he had said halving correctly. And yeah, why do we all have to be so stuck up in crypto that we leave out the EN and the halvening? I agree that we should be able to call it whatever we want, but the higher order priorities to make fun of Bracology. You're making an amazing example for the present community and those that are coming in, sharing and learning the truth in RH Maxi's Sci 5. Yeah. Hey, look, I've been streaming every Tuesday and Thursday night for 173 weeks. I switched between flaxseed oil and hemp seed oil for the omegas. There you go. You may want to pay attention. May 13th. That's the first Inc. happening event. Hope you're doing well, Maddie. Hey, thanks. Just so happens that's the last day of the Pulse Chain Conference. PulseChainConference.com. What's up, Susie Q? David Hicks, I didn't forget about you there. Tron, LOL. Susie Q, hey, amazing, Maddie. I took my Costco omega-3. Thank you. Yeah. There's an RH. There's a RH following having, and it's what he wanted. Yeah, unclear what this happening people are referring to is, but hey, I hope so. You will have a lifetime of episodes never ending. I hope so. And if a meteor hits me, then maybe somebody can spin up a avatar of me. How great would that be? Do I have that video? I have it. I have like a text to video AI. Yeah, I just don't know if there's copyright music in here. Guess we're going to find out. And we're live. System malfunction. Rebooting Maddie 1.0 AI clone avatar. Initiate script to introduce live broadcast. Computing freedom of speech. 5, 4, 3, 2, and... Welcome to Game Theory Gang. I'm Maddie ALLin of HEXConference.com with Crispy Man of HEXFire.io, the great Toby1 Hex Obi, and our special guest for tonight, insert guest name here. We've got a great show for you tonight, so go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button and share this out. Thousands of people who are watching on the replay, reveal yourselves in the comments by asking a question or making an observation. Welcome to the leading crypto game theory show, covering the best analysis of Hex and Pulse Chain. Remember, we can't always tell what's real these days, except when it comes to Hex as real DeFi. Powering down AI impersonator, loading the gang of organic broadcasters. Remembering this is not financial advice, but rather freedom of speech and commentary. Let's go. I never said any of that. That's an AI avatar that literally, it just took 1 minute of me saying random things, and then I was able to type anything I wanted, and it says it in video form. How cool. So there you go. That proves that the OA is AI, and so is everything else. And yeah, hopefully, hey, look who it is, Sami. Welcome to the party. Everybody keep your pants on. This isn't the top yet. Swear to God. Thanks, Will. I appreciate it. Yeah, uncanny valley stuff for sure. I hate these AI fakes. Hey, it's not for everybody. You got me 100% right now. Looking forward to the announcement and more shows. Hey, thank you, my friend. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm really bad at keeping surprises back, but I think we'll know when the time's right. Hoping in the next week. I mean, the conference stuff has to start rolling out. That's the pressure and it's a good pressure, is to get this use case out there for all the content creators in the world. They deserve to live without middlemen stealing everything from them. So there you go. Yay, Real Maddie's back. The software is called HeyGen. HEYGEN. So with that in mind, hey, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for believing. I feel like we're getting another bot attack here because it tells me that there are 600 people watching live. I don't think that there are really that many, but hey, welcome to the party if you're here. Anyway, hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you're in replay gang. Keep believing. Don't give up yet. And until next time, stake wisely, my friends, and peace out.
From Maddie ALLin of HEX Therapy Live. I like Maddie. Maddie tries to make the world a healthier place. He's a mental health professional. He's done research.
Big videos on sudden wealth syndrome.
There's nothing that a human being could do better than try and heal his fellow man.
Maddie ALLin's got that covered. Does emotional, feel-good, mind management, emotion stuff, like, as his gig, because he's a therapist. That's what he does for a living. Like, he helps heal people.